Hey everyone, this is going to be your May 2025 reading. We're going to ask Spirit what's in store for you, what to look forward to this month of May 2025. And by the way, happy birthday to all Taurians out there. And of course, at the latter part of May, it's leaning towards Gemini season. So happy birthday to both Taurus and Gemini. All right, let's begin with the reading. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective. Spirit, what are the energies, what to look forward to for the collective this month of May 2025? All right, the first card you got, High Priestess. You have Death. Eight of Swords. Oh my gosh, Three of Swords, okay. Seven of Swords. And then Nine of Swords. Whoa. Okay. And then you got Temperance. Okay. So here's what I'm seeing for the collective for the month of May. I'm seeing here that some of you, it's going to be a transformative month. That's really what I got, especially with a Death card appearing. I feel that whether this has already happened, where some of you may have ended something, okay, I even heard abrupt ending, but others of you are thinking of closing out a cycle or putting an end to something that you feel is no longer serving you. That's really what I got. Whatever this is, whether it's a relationship that is no longer working, okay, but something that is not giving you value, it's not helping you to grow anymore, or it's holding you back from transforming or growing as a person. That's really what I got. Some of you, this has happened already, all right, where you have already closed out this cycle because you've been through a lot recently, okay? And it's left you feeling so powerless or even drained. But I'm getting here that things are being balanced out, especially with a Temperance card, all right? There's something about healing for the collective. So others of you, you would be getting some downloads or getting some signs, even from your higher self, not just from your own spiritual team. So pay attention to that, in which intuitively you would know, you would feel that maybe it's about time for me to put an end to this. Maybe it's about time for me to step outside of my comfort zone. Maybe it's about time for me to leave anything that is giving me this heartbreak. Whether it's some emotional wounds or traumas from the past or anything, again, like what I said, that's just putting you in this Nine of Swords state. Something that has been making you feel frustrated, something that has been, keeping you thinking all the time, worrying all the time, or overthinking even, of course, because this is the Nine of Swords, and it's robbing you off of peace. I'm also hearing a very specific message right now. Somebody's watching this collective reading. Maybe you already know deep down, because that's what your guides are saying with the High Priestess. Maybe you already know that something is not quite right. But because of you still wanted to believe on it, I don't know, I'm hearing that right now, or it's hard for you to accept the reality, you still try to stay where you are, knowing that it's not really leading towards anything that is promising or anything that would actually be very beneficial or helpful for you. That was so specific. Because I keep on hearing that. Swords are all about truth as well. But it's like with the Seven of Swords, you tried to hide it. You tried not to look into it. I keep on hearing that. So that's why Spirit is saying, it's not for all of you, but Spirit is saying, maybe you're getting the red flags already. So pay attention to that. You know what is no longer serving you. You know what is not right for you. Listen to your inner guidance. That's what I got. Because maybe it's about time for you to realize that something is no longer in balance. Something is not even helping you to grow anymore, that you were stuck there for quite some time already. Okay? Because you deserve happiness. You deserve growth. You deserve joy. And there's a lot of heaviness here. So for the month of May, for those who are resonating with this message, Spirit is actually saying, pay attention to your intuitive nudges, okay? Especially for anything that you know deep down that you should be walking away from or letting go of. So that you can be free. So it's a very transformative month for some of you. There's something about self-reflection with a mirror over here. So yeah, it can be limiting beliefs, all right? Or viewing yourself, in a negative light, let's just say. And Spirit is actually saying that is not true with the Seven of Swords, okay? Others of you, what I heard, some of you are afraid to face the truth, because I really got that. However, by not facing or acknowledging the truth, it has only put you in a stuck space. So there's something about, letting go really of what is no longer for your highest good, anything that is not giving you value, letting go of anything that is preventing you from growing, okay? Letting go of anything that gives you hurt or pain, because that's not what you deserve. Alrighty, I'm hearing the name Anna. That was so specific for someone. Let's move on to the next set of cards. Yeah, because all of these heavy energies cause you some imbalances, okay? Especially for those who are resonating with that message. Let's pull up more. What else, Spirit? What are the energies or what to look forward to for the collective this month of May 2025? Wow, you saw me shuffle. And you got the Five of Cups in reverse. You got the Child. You got the King of Water. Again, Death. Oh my gosh, I'll take all of that. Yeah, Spirit wanted me to take all of these cards. All right, so collective, like what I said, there's something that has happened recently. Some of you, it has been going on for months or even years. Some of you, it was just really recent. But then again, you got the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is talking about regret or dwelling on the past. Putting your focus on the past that is already, not even going to help you to change it, So I'm getting here that the advice for the collective is to let go, especially that this came out in reverse, to let go of the past. There's also something about reparenting yourself. I don't know, I heard that for someone out there. Somebody's watching this collective reading because I'm hearing a message around self-love and inner child healing, okay? I also heard something about feeling abandoned, not feeling valued. Yeah, that was so strong. So again, the guides or the spiritual team are saying here that this is a month of healing. This is a month where you're being encouraged to let go. Let go of the old version of you. Let go of anything that's not giving you value, just like what I said. Anything that's keeping you stuck. Anything that's keeping you limited, all right? Because you deserve growth. There's also something about being emotionally balanced. I also got that too. With the King of Water. Because the King of Water, somebody's emotionally mature. Okay? And especially with this Five of Cups in reverse, There's definitely a strong message around letting go of the past, not crying over spilt milk, okay? Instead, put your focus more in the present on what you have learned from the past is really what I got. Because every experience, whether it's good or bad, it's giving us valuable lessons, all right? So they really wanted you to see it from that perspective instead. There's something about new beginnings, especially got the child. So every time I see an image of a baby or a child, there's something about fresh new beginnings. And now we got the death and rebirth card. Crazy. I said that earlier, right? Because you got the death card earlier. So I said that there's that strong transformative energy that I'm picking up for the collective. And also with the image of the snake, healing. So that's why I said something about self-love healing for others of you, or inner child healing. Because again, there's a baby over here. So 2 images of child or children. And with the image of the egg, that's talking about new beginnings. All right. So for the collective, I'm definitely seeing here that healing is taking place, or you're being encouraged to heal and let go of something that's no longer serving you, so you can actually become the best version of yourself. Even with this, skull over here, there's something about shedding old parts of yourself that's not giving you any benefit at all. All right. I'm also hearing a very specific message right now. And the guys are saying that you are protected. You're like this baby, For any disappointment that has happened to you lately, your guides are saying it's to protect you, actually. It may be hard for you to understand why all of these things are happening. That's what I got. But it is to protect you. Wow, that was so strong. But yeah, a very transformative month where there's a lot of healing taking place. There's something about releasing the old so you can be prepared for the new with this egg over here. Let's try to pull up another set of cards. What else, Spirit? What are the energies, or what to look forward to for the collective this month of May? And by the way, I just heard right now that there's something about new ideas, okay? A lot of you who are drawn to this collective reading, you guys are powerful manifestors. So maybe there's something from the past that didn't work out well, all right? And you were really frustrated over that. You were disappointed. But I see here that, there is a promise of a new beginning for you, whether there's actually new ideas, okay? I'm even picking up new business opportunities. I also got that for someone out there. Okay, what is this? The light in the shadows. It says, embrace the shadows and use the energy of the eclipse to illuminate what needs to be seen. Are you freaking kidding me? Go back to what I said at the very start of the reading. Somebody needed to hear that very powerful message, and this is my confirmation. What I specifically heard from Spirit is that somebody's watching this collective reading. Maybe deep down, you already know the truth. But for some reason, you are looking away. You're looking away, or you're afraid to acknowledge the truth. And that's why I even heard an old woman speaking, and it's not my guide, actually. It can be somebody's watching this collective reading who's actually saying that it's right in front of you. You know deep down what is the truth, but you're looking away. All right? And it's not giving you peace of mind, which makes sense because earlier, if we still remember, there's 9 of Swords, right? When you are in a 9 of Swords state, you are restless, you are anxious, you're frustrated, you keep on overthinking. So therefore, it's not giving you peace of mind. And so what I actually heard is that the advice for whoever this is for, they're saying it's about time to face the truth. All right? There's something that you really needed to see. That maybe you already know, but you're not wanting to see it. And that's why they're saying, listen to your intuition. Your intuition will guide you. It had something to do with anything that's no longer serving you, okay? For others of you, you may be seeing yourself as somebody who's in this Eight of Swords, or somebody who's stuck or trapped when you're not. So truth is being illuminated here. For others of you, you were heartbroken. And it may be hard for you to see why is it happening. It's only normal, all right? But that's the message I heard earlier. I even heard that you're just being protected. But yeah, I heard a strong message, especially when I saw the Seven of Swords. Because Seven of Swords is a deception card. And swords, they're all about truth too. So I don't know who this for, but the guys are saying it's about time to acknowledge the truth. Because it will definitely set you free. Otherwise, you would be stuck where you are. Either you would be forever wondering, you would be forever replaying something from the past, and it's really keeping you stuck. So, yeah, the message really for the collective is to acknowledge this truth. For some of you, there is going to be an opportunity for you to discover or the truth being revealed to you, okay? But like what it says here, the light in the shadows. Embrace the shadows and use the energy of the eclipse to illuminate what needs to be seen. I'm also getting shadow work for others of you. And by doing this shadow work, it will help you, okay? You are transforming because that's really what I got. It's like you're starting from scratch. You're like a child again, you know? Yeah. By working with your shadows. So for some of you, that's the message. Let's try to pull it more. What else, Spirit? Yeah, because it says here it's time to take action. So maybe somebody's watching this collective reading. Let me go back to your cards. They're saying you are in this Eight of Swords. So you're stuck, or you're allowing yourself to be stuck because you think that you are stuck. You can't do anything. When you have the power to release yourself from what's limiting you, okay? So this is the message. It's time to take action. It's time to face the truth as well. The truth that you are not limited. The truth that had something to do with you're not helpless, okay? You have the power to overcome your fears. You have the power to let go of what's no longer really serving you or supporting you in any way, okay? There's also something about procrastination. So again, the message for the collective is take action, okay? Let's try to pull it more. So I feel that by the time you would see this truth, whether it's actually going to be revealed to you or you would discover yourself, then this is giving you an opportunity now to finally decide on what to do, to finally take action. I also got that. Nourishment, exactly. So that's what I said. Anything that doesn't fulfill you, anything that doesn't feel quite right for you. So I'm really getting that for the collective, that for the month of May 2025, yeah, you are being encouraged to really release anything that's not giving you growth, anything that has left you feeling powerless or helpless, because you're not. And that's the truth, just like what I said. And going for something that brings you fulfillment, that nourishes your soul, okay? So that's why you got the death and rebirth. A cycle is being closed out. Whether this has happened already for some of you, all right, and you're currently healing from it, And then you will start something new. Because again, you have a lot of images of child. Like what I said, there's something about fresh beginnings or new beginnings or growing something new. It can be an idea, but maybe you're afraid to take action. That's also what I got. But there's something about starting something new or stepping into a new experience, stepping into this brand new version of you as you actually close out old cycles or as you release old parts of yourself with a skull over here. That's why it's death and rebirth. Just like the snake shedding old skin, right? Wow. I love the synchronicity. So let's try to pull it more. What else, Spirit? What are the energies or what to look forward to for the collective? Yeah, are you kidding me? You got the truth card. Jeez. I cannot make this up. Like what I said, the synchronicities are just so mind-blowing. Somebody really needed to face the truth. Okay, just like what it says here. Embrace the shadows and use the energy of the eclipse to illuminate what needs to be seen. The truth. That some of you, because that's what I heard even at the very start of this reading, some of you are not wanting to look into. Okay? But it's about time for you to face the truth and see the truth so that you can set yourself free. Interesting, because there's a saying, right? The truth will set you free. So I feel that's the theme for some of you this month of May 2025. All right, let's try to pull it more. What are the energies or what to look forward to for the collective this coming month of May 2025? Okay, you got the reach out and then you got the nurture. Let's pull up more. Wisdom. Oh my gosh, you guys are growing. You're actually going to be seeing something for sure this month of May. Okay? The truth is definitely being illuminated here, or something will be illuminated, something that was actually hidden from you. Others of you already know, but maybe it's hard for you to accept the truth. Because I'm drawn to the image of the lamp. So there's something about enlightenment, all right, or being enlightened. And that's because there's awareness. You're seeing the truth now, okay? And there's a lot of cards around healing. And I'll tell you why. You got the dragonfly. Dragonfly is also related to healing. And did you know that dragonflies, this is related to finding out the truth. Now that is creepy because you got the truth card. So I tell you, collective, this month of May 2025, a lot of you would be seeing the truth for what it is. For some of you, maybe it's hard for you to accept it, but this is going to be setting you free. That's what I heard. I can't believe it. So there's something about finding out the truth, because that's the message as well when it comes to the dragonfly spirit. And it's also related to healing. It's also related to change. So the collective is being, kind of like lightly being, pushed or encouraged to embrace the changes. Okay? Not being forced to change, but this is the time because it's time to take action. It's about time for you to embrace the changes and to embrace this new beginning. I'm also hearing with these cards now that for the month of May, for some of you, I'm sharing especially with the wisdom cards, some of you are going to be realizing that, you know what, it's best to release this. It's really not helping me in any way. It's not making me feel good. I'm not feeling nourished. So anything that's not, giving you that good feeling, or it's not nourishing your soul, it's not making you feel fulfilled. So I see some of you doing that because you would be seeing the truth and you are going to be letting it go because you're awakened now. All right. There's awareness, and awareness is superpower, right? And you're growing from any failures. All right, now that is crazy because it says your experience and failure lead to wisdom. So whether this failure had something to do with a project that didn't work out well, it was something that you've worked hard on. All right, it can also be related to some relationships that didn't work. Regardless, whatever the scenario is, those experiences that you've had, those failures, it's just actually leading you towards wisdom. You're growing from it. For some of you, I'm hearing a different message based on these cards. Some of you have done the healing work already. Yeah, Spirit is saying that right now. You've already done the healing work. You've been through a lot. You have matured. I keep on hearing the word matured. And yeah, that's interesting. Because the dragonfly, it takes 4 years before they are actually, fully mature. So maybe for some of you, it took 4 years or what, or it's been a long time that you've been doing a lot of healing on yourself. But this is the time now where you're actually stepping into a brand new version of yourself. You've done a great job. And now the message for you, if you're resonating with that, now that you know the truth from any, lessons that you've had in the past, and you're enlightened now, you're a wiser version of yourself now, Spirit's advice for those who are resonating with that is to apply that moving forward. And for some of you, you are learning whether this is a message for you that you really needed to embrace the divine feminine energy. This is the Empress card. So somebody who's also nurturing of themselves, as you are capable of nurturing others, giving love, affection to others. It's about time for you to also give that to yourself. Maybe this is part of the lesson. So you can attract healthy connections, the best partnerships that you really deserve, because the Empress knows what she truly deserves. She doesn't settle for less as well. For others of you, there's something about business. I really got that. Okay, I really got that. So somebody's watching this collective reading, whether it was a failed project, something did not work out. Either you were surrounded by unreliable, undependable people. You thought that this is going somewhere, because that's what I heard. But again, any failures that you've experienced, it's just, leading you towards wisdom. Everybody fails. Everybody experiences, failures. But that's part of, life. That's part of how we are growing, or how we would grow from that experience. But I see here that there's going to be a new start for you. Either new ideas, because again, the Empress is somebody who is very abundant. She's pregnant with a lot of ideas. And maybe, working together or collaborating with the Three of Pentacles with the right people, okay? Who's going to be of support to you, who's very knowledgeable about this. I don't know. I just heard that for someone out there. Now let's move on to the next set of cards. What else, Spirit? All right, you have intuition and insight. Oh my gosh, are you freaking kidding me? Because you got the High Priestess, right? And that's the message that I heard earlier. The collective is being encouraged to follow their own insights, their own intuition. Wow. And then he got Five of Abundance. So let's actually start off with this intuition and insight. It says your intuitive abilities are very accurate right now, so you can trust your guidance to lead you in the right direction. Follow your own insights over the advice of others, and don't allow fear or worry to guide your way. It may be best to keep your secrets to yourself for now. I feel it's connected to this. Okay? Somebody needed to hear this message. The advice really for the collective, if you're resonating with that, is to really follow your own guidance. Follow your own intuition as it will lead you to the right path. And again, do not allow fear. You have 2 cards around fear, okay, collective. You have 9 of Swords earlier, which is also related to fear. Then you got 8 of Swords, which is feeling trapped in fear. And that is crazy because part of the message here for the collective is to not allow fear or worry. Because again, 9 of Swords is over or excessively worrying over something. So you're being advised not to allow fear or worry to get in the way. And for some of you, it's best to keep things to yourself, especially if this is something that you really needed to protect. I don't know, I'm hearing that if it's a project even, or it's a huge plan, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. You don't have to share it to everybody, all right? That's really what I got. And again, it says follow your own insights over the advice of others. True. Because again, at the end of the day, even this reading, tarot is just a guidance. At the end of the day, you are free to choose what is it, that you wanted to do, okay? Because you have free will. And then you got 5 of Abundance. It says here, there are times when everyone needs a hand. Your angels want you to know that you need not go through your current challenges alone. Accept the help of those around you. The situation you're experiencing is temporary. This may not be the right time to become self-employed. Be patient. So yeah, some of you may actually resonate with that message. Although 5 of Abundance or 5 of Pentacles is talking about lack, all right? Which is interesting because he got the Nourishment card as well, which is the opposite, right? So yeah, I'm actually getting here that for the month of May, all right? Maybe for some of you, that's what needs to be released, that lack mentality. Others of you, this is just a message that whatever it is that you're going through, that you're not alone on this. Do not feel as if that you're dealing with this on your own, okay? And to be also open to receive help from those people or supportive people around you. And just be patient with yourself, okay? So let's try to pull up more. Interesting. What to look forward to? What are the energies for the collective this month of May 2025? Yeah, caring connections and then door to romance. So for some of you, I'm actually getting here that maybe something did not work out well between you and a person that you really like. Somebody felt abandoned here, okay? Maybe this person's heart is closed off or is not really, emotionally available. That's actually what I heard right now. But maybe for quite some time, you've tried to hold on to this connection. But again, I heard from Spirit right now that it's not really progressing. You're not seeing anything happening here, and it has kept you feeling stuck. For some of you, it had something to do with a breakup, because remember, you got the 3 of Swords. So no wonder you have a lot of cards around healing, okay? And letting go of the past. And being open to new opportunities for love and romance even. But I heard a different message with the door to romance, caring connections, and the advice earlier. Somebody's watching this collective reading. You're probably thinking of pursuing someone, and I heard it's actually a guy. It's for a male viewer. Yeah, I heard that right now. So maybe you're actually, being, kind of like guided towards pursuing this person. But maybe people around you may have given you other insights or inputs. So you would know this is you, because that's what I'm hearing right now. So maybe you've told a friend or somebody close to you that, hey, you know what? I like to pursue this person. But then there are naysayers, or there are actually a lot of people saying, hey, you know what? Don't go for it. Your guides are saying, if you're resonating with that, is to follow your own intuition. Okay, it's okay to get advice or seek advice from others, but you really do have to trust your own intuition, because I tell you, your intuition is saying something different. And the advice as well is for you to keep, this to yourself. Even with this cage, keep some things to yourself. And it's love related. And it had something to do with a person that you really like. And also, Spirit is saying that maybe you are limiting yourself, either because you were hurt in the past. There's a lot of trauma that I'm getting here. But again, the message for you is not to allow fear or worry, to get in the way of this, because there's an opportunity for something to blossom or to grow here. And I'm really hearing it's for a male viewer out there. Wow, that was so strong. All right, let's move on to the next set of cards. Very interesting. What else, Spirit? What are the energies, or what to look forward to this month of May for the collective? Fish hook. Exactly. Look at that. You saw me shuffle. Powerless, feeling helpless. I said that because you got the Eight of Swords, right? Go back to when I discussed the Eight of Swords, because that's talking about feeling trapped in your situation. You're feeling helpless. Okay. Whoa. And then you got fine print. Okay. Don't assume it says here. And then you got corset. Now, this is interesting. So let's actually start off with this fish hook card. What I'm actually hearing is that somebody's watching this, definitely Aquarius, all right? I'm getting a strong Aquarius, and Spirit is saying it's actually the viewer. So you may have Aquarius in your chart. This is your powerful confirmation. Your guides are actually saying here, do not allow yourself to be wrapped up in fear. Do not see yourself as somebody who cannot do anything, that you're powerless, you're helpless. Because that is not true. Okay? It's about time for you to step away or to cast aside the fear that you've been having and to step into courage. That's really what I got. It's time to take action, because that's really what you already got earlier even. Okay? There's something about not limiting yourself. Letting go of anything that is just preventing you from experiencing something really beautiful. But this is what's keeping you stuck. It's overthinking. That's also what I got. Overthinking, or thinking of the worst that could happen. I also got that too. So pay attention to your thoughts. And don't assume. That's also the message. For others of you, that's also the advice, to be mindful, not only of your thoughts, but be mindful of some things that maybe you might actually just judge it right away. So you're being asked to re-examine something first, to do some double check, all right? Either before you actually assume things. That's really what I got. I'm also hearing, especially based on these three cards, there's something about bending a little bit, or learning how to bend a little bit. Because maybe somebody's watching this collective reading, you're just following some strict rules, or this is what you're actually used to. So there's actually something about making some adjustments and being able to bend a little bit. That's really what I got. Maybe it's not something that you're used to, is what I heard. And again, I'm hearing that maybe what's keeping someone stuck, it's because of what people are going to say. Whether this is what I channeled earlier for someone about love. So your guides are saying, you know what? It's not your job to please people. They have a different version of truth than you. They may view you differently, or even a person around you. Because again, the message really for the collective is to trust your own intuition. Not everything that they're actually saying is the Bible truth. How about following your own truth? Somebody is limiting themselves because they wanted to please the people around them. I don't know, I'm hearing that right now, and it's keeping you stuck. So free yourself from that. Embrace your truth. Embrace what feels right for you. Embrace what makes you happy, instead of allowing yourself to be stuck in the cage just because you're being restricted. Whether it's your own restriction, because remember, that's the energy of the Eight of Swords. You're trapped by your own thoughts, or you're limiting yourself by your own fear. Others of you, you felt restricted by the people around you. I don't know, I'm getting that, like somebody's saying that you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. And because you don't want to disappoint these people, you follow them. I don't know what's that for. And so your guides are saying that's what you needed to release. You cannot please everybody and make everybody happy. You have to consider your own happiness, what feels right for you. That's why there's a lot of cards around following your truth, your intuition, and it will set you free. Strong, Aquarius, and Virgo. Or someone out there. All right, let's try to pull it more. Exactly. Oh my gosh. You got duality, right? And it says here too, self-awareness. I said that earlier. I even said awareness is superpower. So your guides are encouraging for you to go within, okay? Look within. Something, you know, that maybe you are not wanting to see for others of you, or by going within, you would see the truth. And this would finally help you to release it. Wow, very, very interesting reading. Let's try to pull up more. What are the energies for the collective, or what to look forward to this month of May for the collective? Yeah, maybe for some of you, it's pride that's getting in the way. Okay? And this is what's limiting some of you. Okay? Pride could be getting in the way. Yeah, then you got your higher self. For others of you, I'm hearing a different message now. Somebody's watching this collective reading. You are being encouraged to trust in yourself, to believe in yourself, because they're really highlighting the Eight of Swords for the collective, in which you're seeing yourself differently. You're feeling paralyzed. I can't do anything. Have confidence in yourself. Be proud of yourself. Do not, keep yourself stuck or limited by your own thoughts or your own fear. And that is also the message of your higher self. Your higher self is connecting to you, collective. There's also something about setting the heart free. Because I'm drawn to the image of the wings, and then there's a heart, and it's glowing. So somebody's watching this collective reading, whether it's you allowing yourself to be healed from the past and letting go of the wounds of the past, because earlier it got the Three of Swords. Because I'm hearing that right now, set your heart free. For others of you, maybe because of your traumas from the past, you're restricting yourself. And so again, set yourself free. Set your heart free. Alrighty, let's move on to the next set of cards now. What else? Yeah, exactamundo. Because you got change. And it says here, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Bingo. Something needs to end. Something needs to be changed. So you would see growth in your situation. Whatever this is for you, this is a collective reading. But for the people who are drawn to this collective reading, the guides or your guides are saying, it's about time to change anything that's no longer serving you. Release anything that's no longer serving you. Or to be open to adapt to some changes. Because if not, you're always going to be forever finding yourself stuck in the past, or your false belief that you can't do anything. I'm paralyzed. I'm hopeless. So therefore, it's not helping you to grow, just like what I said. And just like the message here in this change card, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So if you're not going to be doing anything, if you're not open to changing something, whether it's by putting an end to something or letting go of something, then it's not going to move. You cannot expect some positive improvements or changes to take place. So that's the message for the collective, especially for this month of May. Okay? All right, let's try to pull up more. What else? No wonder you have a lot of cards that shows butterflies, right? Yeah, no place like home. When I saw this no place like home, I really heard something around going within. Your home is yourself. All right? I'm hearing that right now. Your inner guidance is really what I got. And by tuning in to your inner guidance, your inner voice, this is going to help you to choose either a different path or to do things differently or to change something. So I feel by doing that, you are connecting more with your divine self or your higher self. There's something about breaking from a toxic cycle. Maybe it has been going on and on and on. Nothing is happening. It's very stagnant. That's really what I got from Spirit. And so change needs to take place for things to grow or evolve. What else, Spirit? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this. So definitely there's something that needs to be released. That's why I got a lot of cards around death. Death is all about endings. Something needs to be released. Something needs to be put to an end first before you can grow something new, before you can embrace a new beginning. And now you got Spirit of Place. The Spirit of Place is talking about letting go or surrendering the past. Just like the maple leaves over here. For new leaves to grow, you have to let go of old leaves or dead leaves first. Okay? So that's why I said it's actually a transformative month for a lot of you. Okay? I'm also hearing death, really, of the old self, especially if you've been doing the inner work or healing work on yourself. Okay? Where you're letting go anything that's no longer serving you. Anything that is actually preventing you from growing, just like what I said over and over. Yeah, because you're seeing it. Oh my gosh. Third eye chakra. And you got the truth earlier. So this is talking about perspective. For others of you, the advice is to finally acknowledge the truth. Maybe something that you don't want to see. So there's something about seeing, especially with the third eye over here, right? And you're being asked to be open to see beyond something that your physical eye cannot see. All right? Wow, I love the synchronicity of this reading. But also, there's something about perspective. For the month of May, all right, or as you are watching this video right now, your guides are encouraging for you to look at the past. Because again, for a lot of you, there's something about the past that's holding you back. To look at the past from a different light or a different lens or perspective. Okay? So you can free yourself. And you can actually, allow yourself to grow from that experience instead of seeing that in a way that's going to be putting you in a negative state. They're hoping for you to see beyond that. It was painful, but there's valuable lessons to it. All right, let's pull up this deck. What else? Calm, yeah. There's something about going within. I just said that earlier. And it says inner peace, right? It says meditation. So I feel for the month of May, especially that I noticed there's a lot of cards around stress, anxiety. You got Three of Swords, Well, this one too is not really positive with the Eight of Swords, especially this one, Nine of Swords. So for those who are resonating with, you're feeling stressed out, you're all over the place, you're excessively thinking about something, you're not feeling grounded, meditate, okay? Because you got the meditation keyword. Find a quiet space to ground yourself, to ground your energies, to be one with nature, because Mother Gaia would definitely heal you, all right? Because I noticed there's a tree over here, right? So there's something about grounding. But for those who are looking for some answers, because that's what I got, like what I said when I saw this no place like home, all right, you are being encouraged to go within. Maybe through meditation, because meditation brings answers or clear answers. Okay, now let's pull up some tea leaf fortune cards now. Yeah, are you freaking kidding me? You saw me shuffle? It says depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. So again, a lot of worries. I just said that because you got the Nine of Swords. You would know this is you, where you're excessively worrying about something, you're overthinking. Yeah. So that's why the advice for some of you is to step back, go into nature, ground your energies, okay? And release fear or worries for some of you, because somebody is thinking of doing something, but it's fear that's limiting them. Whatever it is that you have been going through, this is just temporary. That's what Spirit is saying. For some of you, it may be hidden from you for now, but the truth will be revealed. I also heard that. Yeah, because you will be shown the way. You're being guided. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Something will be illuminated with a candle. Oh my gosh, this is so powerful. I love the synchronicity. It will be shown to you, okay? Just trust. You are highly thought of. So what I actually heard with this, you're highly thought of, this is also your guides. That you're not alone, because somebody who's actually watching this collective reading, you may be feeling as if you're going through this alone when you're not. All right? You're getting the support and the guidance of your spiritual team. Okay? So if you're going through a lot of, or periods of stress or anxiety, again, the advice for you is to ground yourself, all right? To balance your energies. And they're assuring you that this is just something temporary and you will be shown the way. Whether this is a direction that will lead to possible solution to your problems, or you're being redirected as well. That's also what I heard for others of you. Yeah, there's something about getting back to basics, especially if you've experienced failures. Crazy. So if somebody's watching this collective reading, you were really frustrated or disappointed because you did something, or you are probably working on some project, because I keep on hearing that. Whether it's something that you've worked hard on, but it failed, it didn't work out. So again, failures leads to wisdom, right? And so I see you getting back to the basics, starting all over again. Or at least that's the advice, It didn't work out. Try another thing, There's going to be new ideas. Yeah. And then you got fear, heartache over what you no longer have. Crazy, because you actually got the Three of Swords. So maybe that's it. Some of you are actually really heartbroken for something that you may have lost. And that's why there's a lot of cards around healing from the past. Okay? Whoa. Very interesting synchronicity for this May 2025 collective reading, I must say. Let's get another fortune card. See, you got hope. And let's go to page 32. It says here, newfound hope. Making changes. Are you freaking kidding me? Because you got the keyword change or the card change. I cannot make this up, right? Goals coming to fruition. It says here, hope is exactly what you need to embrace now. You have gained a lot of wisdom. You got the wisdom card, right? Through life's recent experiences, and you're ready to embrace your next chapter because, again, you got the death and rebirth. So for some of you, you've already done the work, like what I said, and you're now off to the next chapter. You will be more adaptable to change. Crazy, it says change again, and more decisive than before. Expansion and personal growth is likely. For career or finances, this hope card is talking about a luckier period is emerging for you. Wow. A highly creative time could see a hobby or new skill turn into a money-making opportunity. Your enthusiastic new energy will see to it that you're ripe for change and ready to take action like never before. If it's all about relationships, you will find the need to be around new people. So some of you are finally ready, or you're craving to be around new people now because maybe you've just released something from the past, all right? Travel is also ideal for making new friends. And if you're single, expect to meet someone born overseas, it says here, or who lives at a distance. Wow. But again, don't lose hope. Crazy because you keep on getting images of candle. And candle is all about hope as well. And something will be illuminated for sure. Okay? So, next thing that we're going to be doing is that I'll be pulling up some affirmation cards for the collective first. Yeah, let's start off with that. Or, yeah, the messages first. I'm so sorry. Start off with some messages first from Spirit. So, yeah, any message for the collective? What is the message for the collective? Okay. Let's take a look at this. Go back to the heart of who you truly are. No wonder you got no place like home. Oh my gosh. But let me read this first. Go back to the heart of who you truly are. There you will find peace. Look at your life in its entirety. Acknowledge any old wounds and then release them. Are you freaking kidding me? Use what they taught you as an added strength. Keep moving forward with a renewed sense of confidence. I cannot make this up. Crazy. So, wow, I love this reading so much. You got no place like home. Okay? And so, you're being encouraged to go back to who you truly are, your own home, yourself, right? Because by going within, connecting with yourself, no wonder you got the higher self. There you will find peace. And then it says, acknowledge any old wounds and then release them. What did I say earlier? There's something that has happened in the past that maybe you're still holding on to it and has kept you stuck. For some of you, it may have been years already, because that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing 4 years for someone. Yeah. And yet you allowed yourself to be stuck there, right? Somebody who's watching this collective reading, you've been holding on to some pains or emotional wounds from the past. So it's about time for you to acknowledge it. And always remember, this is something that I always say, acknowledgement is the first step to healing. Because like what I channeled at the very start of this reading, somebody's watching this, maybe you know the truth, but for some reason you don't want to look at it. And so by not looking into it and you're still doing the same things over and over, it has kept you stuck. That's why I heard earlier, the truth will set you free, right? So to see this message, acknowledge any old wounds and then release them. Let it go. And use that experience, that painful experience with the 3 of Swords as an added strength. That's why I got the perspective. It's all about perspective. How do you see those experiences? Whether it's failure in relationships, whether you got hurt by someone, use that use that experience as an added strength. And they're encouraging for you to keep on moving forward with confidence. Well, this reading is packed with so much synchronicity, I must say. Let's get another message for the collective. Any other message for the collective, please? Delight. It says here, count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in simple things. Always expect the best. So for some of you, this is the message, all right? And I'm drawn to the dandelions. That's talking about wish as well. So yeah, I feel that for some of you, Spirit is encouraging for you to trust, okay? Or to be optimistic about this particular desire that you have, all right? And in the meantime, put your focus on the blessings that you already have. You're being encouraged to kind of like, yeah, it says take pleasure in simple things, just like a child. Yeah, now it makes sense why there's images of children or a child. Because children, when you were a kid or a child, you know how to enjoy even, the most simple things. That's what a child does, right? So that's also the message for the collective. And to be optimistic, to always expect the best, especially when it comes to your desires or your dreams or your hopes. Okay? Now, let's get an affirmation for you guys that you can actually make use, or this can be of help for some of you. What is the affirmation for the collective? Work. Okay, so it's a work affirmation. And it says here, I am a shining star, and I surround myself with people who encourage my brightness. Exactly, Mundo. Okay, because again, I'm getting here that somebody may be around not so good people. Okay, maybe they're even dimming your own light. Because I got that earlier. And I said that for some of you, maybe you would be attracting new supportive people out there, all right, who truly believes in what you can do. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, maybe because I heard earlier that somebody's watching this collective reading. Maybe you've uncovered yourself that you have been working or dealing with unreliable, untrustworthy, or undependable people. So that's why, it caused a failure. I don't know. I'm hearing that for someone out there. For others of you, maybe you're surrounded by people who doesn't believe in you. So whatever it is, this is your affirmation, collective. If you're resonating with this, that you are a shining star. I am a shining star, and I surround myself with people who encourage my brightness. Yeah. Now, let me actually pull up some crystals for you guys, or the crystal or crystals of the month for the collective this month of May that might be of benefit for you. What are the crystal or crystals of the month for the collective, Spirit? Okay, that's one. Spirit wanted me to get 3, by the way, for some reason. Okay, 2. Let's get one more. Okay, one more. Ooh, there you go. Oh my gosh. All right. What is this? Okay. So these are your crystals for the month of May that can be of help to you or beneficial for you. Let's start off with this one. You have rhodonite. It says compassion, yin yang, fertility. Chinese actually pronounce that as yin yang, which is really interesting, So rhodonite is a stone of brotherly love, the shared connection between all of humanity. Equilibrium is key for this crystal, which has the capacity to calibrate emotions, balance yin yang or yin and yang, and source energy from a grounded place. It can bring light to emotional scars from the past, transforming them to foster a stable everyday life. Rhodonite helps remove blame from the situation, whether it's pointed at you or someone else. Accept the situation for what it is and learn to forgive yourself with love and compassion in the process. And then it says Taurus. So some of you may be a Taurus. So rhodonite can be a very, very beneficial crystal for someone who's drawn to this collective reading, okay? Especially with that message. Next, you got red jasper. It says justice, strength, stability. Red jasper works closely with the base chakra and heal any wounds surrounding injustice, grounding you back to the earth. Which is weird because my reading for my other channel is about justice. And one of the options is red jasper. How crazy is this? Oh my gosh. Anyway, let me read it again. Red jasper works closely with the base chakra and heals any wounds surrounding injustice, grounding you back to the earth. Red jasper alleviates chronic worry, clearing mental blockages to make space for balanced emotions and thoughts. Working with the base chakra, red jasper can also help heal issues related to sex, inviting you to explore your sexuality in healthy ways. Providing stability and protection, red jasper balances yin and yang, or yin yang, okay, expressing masculine and feminine energies that feel safe yet nourished. So Aries and Scorpio. All right. Last but not the least, you got watermelon tourmaline, love, balance, and clarity. Relationships are the currency of life, and watermelon tourmaline raises awareness of soul agreements and your impact on other people's lives. This crystal is supercharged to activate the heart chakra, creating a divine connection between you and your higher self. Like the watermelon, it teaches you to enjoy the sweetness of life. Remembering good things often take time to ripen. Watermelon tourmaline balances masculine again and feminine energies, connecting your heart chakra to both the physical and spiritual aspects of yourself. Gemini, Virgo. Haven't you noticed all three crystals had something to do with balancing the yin and yang aspect, or yin yang, okay? Because that's how they pronounce it in Chinese. So, yeah, there's something about balancing masculine and feminine for the collective. So these crystals can be very beneficial. For some of you who are resonating with the benefits of each crystal. And yeah, you can go to your nearest crystal shop, all right, to purchase it if you don't have it already. So there you go, collective. I really do hope that this reading gave you some guidance. It brought clarity for you. And again, happy birthday to all Koreans out there. And then again, leaning towards the end of May would be Gemini season. So again, happy birthday, Taurus and Gemini. And I wish you all a blessed month of May. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.